Hey there, planners. Planner stack videos are some of my favorite videos for the upcoming year. I have a literal stack of planners here that I'm going to be talking about today. I want to go over what are going to be the key elements of my 2023 planning system. So go grab your planners and let's get planning. Hey there, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I am so excited to have you here. I want to welcome you to what is an amazing community of planning enthusiasts. Here on this channel, we like to talk about our planners, our planner systems, how we get things done, how we have fun while doing it. If that sounds like the kind of tribe you want to be hanging out with, I hope that you will consider subscribing. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. I am so excited to share with you what I'm going to be using as we head into 2023. Now, I did a video all about mind mapping out your planning system and how to make sure you're choosing the right planner or planners for you to meet your needs. If you missed that video or you need to do some of that work, go check it out. I'll have it listed down in the description box below, and I'll have all the supplies I'm talking about today also listed down in the description box below. So I have gone through that process. It has been a long process. Really taking my time to evaluate what are my planner system needs and what are the best tools and resources to support those. And these are the supplies I have gathered. Now, I will say these aren't set up yet. These aren't ready to use and to work in. I'm just going to be introducing conceptually what I'm going to be using. And then over the next few weeks, I'm going to go one by one through these and walk you through how I set them up and how I'm going to be using them. So let me clear out the stack and we'll go through these one at a time. All right, to kick off my 2023 planner system, I thought I would start with two very similar products. This one you have actually already seen. So I introduced my 2023 goal planner in a video already and talked about how I had set it up. It's a Franken-planned Erin Condren where I took the coil out, combined several Erin Condren products together, and then recoiled it into the shape and the order and kind of the tools that I needed for goal planning in 2023. I'll have that video listed down in the description box below if you want to go check that out. This is going to be my goal planner and I'm super excited. I've already been working in it. I'll give you just a little preview of kind of my brain dumping going on. I've already been working in it, so I'm super excited to be in this planner, and I'm excited to be bringing more content back to you because in the comments I asked you in that video if you guys wanted to see more about goal planning, and most of you said yes, you'd like to see some updates and kind of process videos for how I'm goal planning next year, so I will definitely be bringing that to you. The second item is one that you probably will not see much on this channel because it is kind of the back office behind the curtain stuff that goes on for this channel. So having a YouTube channel is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. It's way more than I ever thought it would be, especially as the channel has grown. And I am really committed to bringing you all content that is valuable, that you enjoy, that you get things out of, that it's, you know, inspires you, that creates an environment for us to be able to share ideas and think through, you know, our planning systems and get things done. So I have a Erin Condren product that also I uncoiled and recoiled and put a bunch of stuff together. This is a combination notebook, monthly planner, and a bunch of extra pages that I put together. I will not go through this because I've already started kind of jotting down ideas for 2023 and the content that I want to bring to you in 2023 and how this channel, I want to see this channel grow and be an even more robust community than it is. So this is a custom cover from Erin Condren. So film, edit, publish, that's kind of what the process is all about. That's the heart of the process. But I've got a lot of space in here for ideas in addition to just planning. So I will say if you've got any sort of side hustle or hobby, anything like that that requires some idea capture as well as schedule and process, Erin Condren is a great offers great products to be able to do that. And I enjoy uncoiling and recoiling things in the order. Of course, I like to customize everything. So I find that an easy process to do, and it's easy to put together what I need. So you might want to consider Erin Condren monthly planners, which are kind of that sweet combination of notebook and planner that gives you the space to do that. So that's a good idea if you have some sort of side hustle or hobby or anything else that requires a little bit of planning but a little bit of ideation as well. So those are the first two products in my planning system, ones that you probably won't see this one again, and you may only see this occasionally, so I wanted to start with these two. All right, next up is a little planner that you probably won't see much of either, but I did want to share it with you because it is part of my planning system and an important one. So this is a little baby Moterm pocket planner, pocket rings planner. It has 6 rings and it is just a little tiny guy. This is actually my wallet. This is my wallet for 2023. So in my planning system, mapping all of my needs, I needed a place to keep very quick reference information, a little bit of a high level planning. So just big things that are going to take up days in the month, as well as some other quick reference information while I'm on the go. And I also needed a place to jot things down on the go. So this is the perfect answer for that. It is a tiny little Moterm wallet size planner. I'm going to flip through just a little bit because I actually have already kind of set this up and I don't want to share, everything that's in here, but I will give you just a little preview. So in the front, I've got very simple, this planner belongs to, and an in case of emergency. So this has my contact information and this has emergency contacts. It has a little zipper here for coins. Of course, I'm going to try not to use this because that will certainly make this a very heavy little planner to carry around. And then I put just a little collage of my family here in the front in a little pocket. And then I've got, family on the back. I've got an inbox here with sticky notes, of course, because you know how I feel about sticky notes. Behind here, I have reference information like medical contacts, names and addresses, service providers, things like that. I also have a very high level future log where, you can see how tiny these pages are. So I've got like 1 page per month with a list, just says January at the top, and then a list by dates of any major items that I need to be aware of as I'm out and about and scheduling things. And then behind all that, so all that's right there in the front, behind all that I just have notes paper, and this note paper actually came with the Moterm. I hate the color, it's very beige, cream colored, but for functional purposes this is perfect. So I've got notes paper, so if I'm out and about and I need to jot something down or I'm scheduling something and I need to capture it, I've got that here. Behind here I have a fly leaf, and then I have cards, all my cards. So insurance cards, bank cards, gift cards, all of that stuff back there. And then in the very back, I have my, there's a couple of pockets just like here. I have my driver's license, my main card, stuff like that. So, and then of course in the back, there's a place for money. That would be the actual wallet part. And then I have the pin there. So that's probably all I'm going to flip through of this one, just because y'all don't need to see my bank information. But this little guy is going to be perfect. I love the size. I love the fact that I can just grab this, just this, no purse, just this, and go into the grocery store or, into a doctor's office and just have this with me. And that was the whole concept behind wanting a wallet planner, to keep it very simple. It's not a planner that I plan in every day, but it has the tools available to me when I'm on the go, just, the bare minimum tools that I need. So I love it. I think it's so cute. It feels great. Moterm is, an awesome brand anyway. So And I got the darker color because I knew it was going to be beat up, right? It's in my purse. It's kind of, being banged around and beat up. And I think this color will do well under those conditions. So probably won't see much more of this, but I did want to introduce you to the planner just so you know that it's there and give you ideas if you're looking for something to use from a wallet standpoint as well. Okay, next up is one that you will probably see occasionally. This is my faith planner for 2023. So I have this year been using, in 2022, I used Erin Condren Life Planner. And that worked really well for me. I also used my Bible journaling Bible to take a lot of notes in, and I'll have some videos listed down below that show what I was using in 2022 for faith planning. I wanted to go a little bit different route for 2023 based on my planning system needs and what I was looking for. I really wanted the flexibility of a traveler's notebook. So this is actually a Moterm Companion Traveler's Notebook, and it's absolutely beautiful. It feels so great. Again, I went with a darker color because this is something that's going to go with me a lot. So I carry this around. It's in different parts of my house. It's in my purse. It's compact so that it doesn't take up too much room, but it holds a lot. It's got a lot of room in it. So I have actually already set this up and was kind of test running it with a few things. So I'll show you how I have it set up. I may end up moving some things around, and so I will bring this back as I update and change it. In the front, I just have some decorative cards. So I've got a little zipper here. I probably will not use this zipper. I don't know, maybe put some stickers in, but really not use this zipper much. And then it also has a flap pocket here too, to put any reference items in. I've got I made all of these cards. I've got decorative cards here. So this one just says faith over fear. And then this one is anchor your thoughts on God's words. This one says faith can move mountains, which is a Bible verse from Matthew. And then this one also says faith can move mountains, and it's just got a really pretty image on it. So I made those cards. I think it also has, some card slots in the back. And again, I just made some Bible verse cards in here that Bible verses that I really enjoy seeing and looking at. If you're interested in how I make these cards, I do have a video on how to DIY your own planner cards, which I really enjoy because it personalizes my planner to me and it doesn't look like everybody else's planner. So I really enjoy doing that, and I'll have that video listed down below. So what I have in here are actually 3 notebooks. 2 of them are traveler's notebooks that I got off Amazon. I'll have those listed down in the description box below. And the third one is actually a Stalogy, an A5 Stalogy full year that I had cut down to traveler's notebook size, which you can do at most office supply stores like Office Max, Office Depot. If you just take in a traveler's notebook and the Stalogy notebook and kind of ask them to cut it down to the size of the traveler's notebook, they will do that for either free or really, really inexpensively. So that's the third notebook I have. I have clear covers on all of these. Now, I had a really hard time finding traveler's notebook size clear covers, but I did end up finding some. I believe I got them on jet pens. I will have a link down below if they're still available to where I got them from, but it took me forever. I have been wanting clear covers so that I could add in, covers, decorative covers, and be able to change those out when I want to. So this first one says, God has a plan for you. This is Jeremiah 29:11. It's one of my favorite Bible verses, and in here I'm using ollie clips to hold the smaller notebooks together. In here I am just going to be keeping kind of reference information. So we were doing a family devotion on the armor of God, so I printed out this little image on vellum and tipped that in, and then just put in the Bible verse in here for reference while we were doing that study. And that's kind of how I plan to use this notebook. You can see the traveler's notebook as a grid notebook. So that's how I plan to use this one. All right, and then the second one, and then I've also got some decoration on the back, and again, that's it just in that clear cover. I've got Isaiah 41:10, one of my favorite Bible verses as well. This second notebook is going to be like a reference notebook. So what I've started putting in here are Bible studies, like 30-day Bible studies that I'm interested in doing in my own time in 2023. So Promises of God, Women of the Bible, Choosing Joy, Waiting on the Lord. And then I've just got the 30 or 31 days of scriptures here. So I plan to continue doing this and just have these as reference items as I come across studies that I want to do, or any reference information that I want. I will be keeping that in here. And then the final one is really just my journal, which I'm not going to flip through here, but I have started using it and just kind of keeping notes on sermons, Bible study notes, my own personal study notes, when we do family devotions, keeping those notes in there. So, and I love the B6, the A5 Stylogy cut down, because there's plenty of paper to do that in. So I really like having this notebook in here. Now, the Moterm Traveler's Notebook will hold 4 notebooks, but because this one is so thick, I'm just keeping 3 in here. So that's how I have my faith planner set up. I'm really excited about it. I think this is going to be a great tool for me to have next year. This is not so much a planner, more of a journal, but it is part of my planning system. So I'm excited about using this next year. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos on kind of when I update this and change it, and how it's going and what I'm using it for. Let me know that down in the comments below. All right, so some of you may recognize immediately what this is. If you don't, this is a Scribbles That Matter A5 notebook. It is in the charcoal color. I have not even taken it out of the packaging yet, because I have not started setting this up. I want to set this up with you. This is going to be my 2023 work planner, at least to start the year. I don't think this will last the whole year, but at least to start the year. So I've got some changes going on at work, and I am feeling the need to get way back down to the core basics of planning in that bullet journal style, and really go back to like the heart of my planning system. I started planning, really planning with a bullet journal, and kind of developed all my core tools from that method out. And you can see that even in, like, you know, my most recent B6 Stylogy planners, things like that. At the core is that bullet journaling method. And so I'm feeling the need, because work is going to be awesome and challenging in 2023. So I am feeling the need to go back to like my core planning processes, and that is going to be a bullet journal. So I'm not going to do much with this today. I'm not even going to pull it out of the box. I just wanted to introduce you to this, and I will be setting this up fully with you to start 2023. So make sure that you are subscribed, and stay tuned for that setup video, because that will be coming soon. All right, I'm breaking out the iPad because, surprise, surprise, digital planning is going to be part of my planning system in 2023. I so enjoyed digital planning and discovering this in 2022. It is not going to be the only tool that I use, and it's not even going to be a primary tool either for work or personal planning, but I have some specific applications where digital planning just makes a ton of sense for me. And so I have a whole video series on how to build your own digital planner. I'll have that listed down in the description box below. I have done that. I have created a planner that I will be incorporating as needed into 2023, and I will do a flip through of that in a future video where I actually walk you through the planner that I created and how I'm going to use it. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But digital planning is going to be sticking around in 2023 because the benefits, there are some places where the benefits are just amazing. So stay tuned for more about that. All right, down to the last 3 tools. So when it comes to my personal everyday planning, I am going to be having these 3 tools work together. So the first is a notebook that I introduced in a Erin Condren haul video. This is a 3-subject notebook. So it's pretty plain. It's got lined paper and then just 3 different sections. So I have got some projects that I'm working on, and they are tied into my goal planning. I'm going to be using this notebook to support those projects and really being able to scratch out ideas and think through things. This is going to be supplemental to that, and probably something that I use every morning, kind of like morning pages, and how incorporating that into my daily planning. I've got a winter cover on here. I will, change out the cover as we go through the seasons, but this is going to be part of my core daily planning. Then we have these 2 items which are not set up at all. So the first is a Moterm A5 beige croc ring planner. So I started using a ring planner for my November-December planner this year and really, really love it. I really, really love it. And that was kind of my test. I went with a very inexpensive ring planner to see, does the system even work for me? And it does. I have really, really enjoyed it, and I see a lot of benefit of having kind of the stable information and the structure and having everything printed and making my own inserts. I have just really enjoyed that entire process. So I picked this up, and oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I am so in love with this planner cover. It is just gorgeous. And so I'm really looking forward to setting this up for 2023. I also have a B6tology, which should not surprise you. These 2 are going to be the backbone of my everyday personal planning. The way I imagine using this, I needed something that was stable, sits on my desk at home, supports my weekly planning routine, and holds reference information for the year. That's going to be this. So this is big, especially imagine when I start getting, inserts in there. This is way too big to carry around. But for weekly planning purposes, when I'm doing that weekly review, when I'm capturing, future log items, when I'm looking at medical information or, big plans for projects, things like that, event planning, vacation planning, all of that stuff, that's going to go in here. But I also need a ride or die daily with me, jot down notes, capture to-do list, scratch items off, grocery list, all of that stuff. That's going to be this guy. B6tology is, I can't imagine ever having a time in my life where I don't have a B6tology, because these are just so handy. The ability to turn the page and do what you need to do on the next page is amazing. I love being able to tip things in. I love the paper. I love the format. I love the size. So this is going to be, these 2 together are going to be the core tools in my everyday personal planning system. Obviously, neither one is set up. I want to do that all with you, step by step, so you can see exactly how I'm setting these 2 up. So make sure you're subscribed so that you can be part of the setup of these 2 items and really get a look at how they're going to be supporting me and meeting my planning needs in 2023. All right, so there's a look at my 2023 planning system, all the tools. Make sure you're subscribed so that you can see the setup of the items that are going to be set up. I would love to hear your thoughts below. What is going to be in your 2023 planning system? Is there anything here that you're really looking forward to hearing more about or seeing the setup of? Let me know that down in the comments below as we get ready for 2023, heading into the end of the year. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Planning Annie for more content like this, and as always, thanks for planning with me.